Hey, welcome back. So, if you've been following our previous five-part preparation series closely, you already know that importing a car to the Canary Islands as a tax-free moving good is, well, it's a completely different beast. We battled our way through the preparations together, we highlighted those classic mistakes, and we showed you exactly how to navigate those hurdles. You're probably thinking right now, great, I'll just submit the paperwork and boom, I'm done. But, and I really need you to hear this warning because it is incredibly serious. The true reality check does not happen at your cozy desk at home. It happens right at the port, literally at the customs counter. And that is exactly what we are tackling in this first part of our new two-part explainer. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is a quick look at our 5 steps today. 1. The customs reality check. 2. Why cars are special. 3. The 4 clearance models. 4. Is self-clearance for you? And finally, 5. The ultimate rule of thumb. Let's jump right into section 1. The customs reality check, and why perfect paperwork at home is only half the battle. To understand why your papers aren't the finish line, just picture it like this. On one side, you've got your normal restaurant Spanish. Now, that is absolutely fantastic for ordering a paella and a cold beer on the beach, right? But at the customs counter, suddenly you need real customs Spanish, because that is when the detailed questions hit. You might have to explain gapless insurance records, prove your exact periods of ownership, or flawlessly justify the specific date of your residency change in legal terms. If in that exact high-pressure moment you don't have the vocabulary, well, you've got a massive problem on your hands. That brings us to section 2, why cars are special. It's not just a big moving box. And here is exactly why cars are in a league of their own. First, the financial risk is absolutely enormous. If Customs rejects your tax exemption simply because you couldn't clearly resolve a minor question, duties and taxes become due immediately. And believe me, that gets really expensive incredibly fast. Second is the sheer document density. The duration of ownership, vehicle usage, the exact change of residence, the car's registration, all of these must fit together perfectly, literally like pieces of a giant puzzle. And third, the detail questions. Listen, customs officials love details. Even if you think your papers are totally flawless, you have to be in a position to competently clear up any tiny discrepancy right there on the spot. Let's move to section 3, the 4 clearance models, finding your way through the customs labyrinth. Before we get into the specific details of those models, there is an absolute baseline term you just have to know: autodespacho. This is basically your classic self-clearance. You do 100% of it yourself. You handle the document prep, the technical checks, communicating with the officials, and reacting to any inquiries, all completely without any external operational help. Now, this is obviously the cheapest option by far, but, and this is a massive catch, it is inherently the path with the absolute highest risk if you happen to misinterpret anything. So let's break down your options. When looking at the 4 models, it really comes down to exactly what kind of relief each one gives you. Model 1 offers 0 help. It's all you. Model 2 gives you language help, but no expert or operational relief. Model 3 brings in that absolutely crucial expert help. And Model 4? That's the whole shebang, giving you full operational relief as well. If we imagine this as a staircase, we can see exactly which steps you can climb. Down on step 1, we start with that pure self-clearance, autodespacho. Go up 1 step to step 2, and you bring in language support, so a translator. At step 3, on top of language, you get technical support. This means a real expert thoroughly checks your papers in advance. And right at the top on step 4, we have full delegation. Metaphorically speaking, you just hand over the car keys to a specialized agency, and they handle the entire operational process for you. As you walk up these stairs, the burden on you decreases, but obviously the cost goes up. Now, things get really critical here, so pay close attention to how the legal responsibility shifts. In Model 1, you know you're on your own, but beware of Model 2, which is pure language help. The legal responsibility still stays 100% with you. In concrete terms, if your translator mistranslates a customs term and you give the wrong answer because of it, you are fully liable. Your tax exemption could be gone just like that. And that brings up a really crucial distinction. Language competence does not equal technical competence. It is only from Model 3 onwards, with real expert help, that someone with actual customs expertise is looking for potential gaps in your documents. A translator only translates the words. They literally have no idea if the customs logic behind those words is actually sound. Section 4. Is self-clearance for you? The requirements for going it alone. The question we get the absolute most here is, can I really do this completely alone? And to reassure you right off the bat, yes, absolutely. It is a completely valid and good option. But, and it's a big but, it requires radical honesty with yourself about your preparation and your own skills. So here is your checklist for a successful solo run. Number 1, have you deeply understood the entire process? Number 2, are all your documents flawlessly put together? Number 3, do you have plenty of time because a customs process can really drag on? And number 4, the absolute sticking point. Are you secure in communication, especially with technical terms? Now, please don't misunderstand me here. You don't need perfect, flawless Spanish, but you absolutely must be able to understand exactly what your documents are proving in that moment. If you're feeling even a tiny bit of hesitation listening to this, remember one thing. Seeking help is not a sign of poor preparation or failure. Not at all. It's just reasonable, calculated risk management, especially for your first time. And with that, we arrive at Section 5, the ultimate rule of thumb, the final test before deciding. So the crucial point boils down to this. Run through your file in your head. If you can blindly explain exactly why every single document is needed, then do it yourself. But if you catch yourself thinking, it'll be fine, for even one single piece of paper, you need to get help. Hoping for luck at the customs counter is literally the most expensive strategy you can possibly have. If you can justify your papers in your sleep, you are ready for auto despacho. If not, take a really serious look at those support steps again. So, if after this self-assessment you're sitting there thinking, okay, a simple translator isn't going to cut it, I need real expert guidance or even full delegation, well then you're staring right at the next big hurdle. Namely, where on earth do you even find serious help on the Canary Islands? How do you distinguish a real, competent customs agent from just some generic service provider? It's a fantastic question, and that is exactly the mystery we are going to uncover in the second part of this explainer, where we dive deep into the search for providers. So the question remains, are you truly ready to face customs alone, or is it time to call in the cavalry?